But the most fascinating new thing I learned, just one, but it's really big, since my talk, my TEDx talk on YouTube, is that this one professor whom I invited for a talk and spoke with at length, he had this idea that if you went back in time and changed the past, this is what would happen. I don't think I've seen a TV show or movie do this. And I think this is really cool. You would succeed initially. Like, let's say you go back in time and you kill Hitler. That's the classic, right? But now there's a paradox because now maybe you weren't even born anymore because history's all changed. Then what happens is the universe locks into a loop. It's like Groundhog Day. Or pick whatever favorite time loop movie or TV show you want, right? You get locked in a loop. But on every iteration of the loop, you get closer to failing to kill Hitler. You get closer and closer to failing because the universe does not permit a paradox. Like I said, this is his hypothesis, Dimitri's hypothesis. The universe does not permit a paradox. So what happens is you succeed, but then the universe goes into a loop. And on every iteration of the loop, you get closer to failing. Now, to be clear, nobody remembers the loop. This is like the movies. You only remember the final iteration of the loop where you fail to change the past and history is preserved. So as far as you're concerned, you're like, well, what the hell? So as far as the time travel is concerned, it's equivalent to Navikov's self-consistency principle. So people could ask, like, is this real? Did that loop really happen? Or is it all in your head or in the universe's global mind or whatever? So, but mathematically, what this one professor was suggesting is this loop idea. I like it. I think it's sexy. And the reason why I think that's because I haven't seen a single TV show or movie do this. I think it's a really neat idea.
So let me get this straight. So the first time you go back, you succeed. The second time you go back, you might not succeed, but get very close.
No,
and you get...
no. The second time you succeed, but just you get closer to failing to change you get closer to failing to change the past. So eventually you fail to change the past, and the timeline is preserved because the universe will not permit a paradox.
So it always resets to a sort of default or initial. Yeah, understood. That's interesting. I haven't heard that. Yeah, clearly haven't heard that.
Exactly. And obviously one could ask a million questions. How many loops does it take? Well, it's probably, some ungodly number, right? Because what does it mean to become closer to failing? It could mean that, on loop 10 to the 300 power, you're like another millimeter off from missing Hitler with the gun. You know what I mean? Like, so this could be some vastly huge number. It could be even infinite, right? You might think, well, but why would it take an infinite? Because you fail after finite. So it's crazy. I'm not a theoretical physicist, so I can't explain the math, but I think there's a really cool idea.